Hi, I'm Jen from JenThereDoneThat in beautiful Puerto Rico, and we have updated travel restrictions, travel announcements, and just an overall business update of what's open, what's not, and our current safety protocols. So let's get started. The first thing is, of course, the curfew. We've had a curfew since March, so this is not new. We're still under the 10 p.m. curfew. The businesses around the island did request an 11 p.m. curfew, but that was denied. They were granted an increase in capacity by 5%. So commercial establishments and restaurants that were at 50% capacity can now open to 55% capacity. Places that were only open at 25% capacity, like the cinemas and some of the other tour activities are only open for 25%. Those can now be open to 30%, an extra 5% capacity. The capacity in hotel pools, condos, resort pools, again, that is now an additional 5% up to 30% capacity. No idea how people are enforcing that. Everybody's kind of got their own way of interpreting that. Some make you sign in to use the pool. Some give you a reservation. Some, once you get there, you only get a specific window. So find out before you go what your specific rules will be. Starting Monday, October 26th, the Metropolitan Bus and the Urban Train Authority will begin operating. So they're really only in San Juan, Bayamon area. So for areas like me, we don't have any kind of public transportation. But what little public transportation we do have on the island will be resuming on Monday, October 26th. The same rules are in place since July with our curfew, mask covering both your nose and your mouth, as well as social distancing are required when you're out in public. Again, I'm all by my lonesome out here, so no mask. But if there were anyone around me, I would be wearing my mask and practicing good social distancing. There is a $100 fine if you are caught and don't immediately comply. So just be aware. Our beaches are still open. Our beaches are open 7 days a week. Masks are not required when you're in the water or if you're away from people. If there are pods of people, you may want to have your face mask with you just in case. But for the most part, the beaches are open 7 days a week, and there's no restrictions for closures there. Restaurants are also still open 7 days a week at 55% capacity. Alcohol sales are still permitted 7 days a week. There was a rough period of no sales after 7 and no Sundays, but that's been eliminated. Alcohol sales are normal again 7 days a week until 10 p.m. We still have that 10 p.m. no alcohol sales in grocery stores, restaurants, wherever because of the curfew. And some places will do last call at 9:30. So again, if you're out at a restaurant that you haven't been to before, ask. Again, pools in the common areas in hotels and resorts are back open. Bars and nightclubs are closed, not just because of the 10 p.m. curfew, but just because they are only drinking establishments, they're completely closed. Stores and businesses and banks are allowed to open 7 days a week at 55% capacity. The businesses are they are requiring hand sanitizer and temperature checks at the door. And then you're going to find something, or at least I found it weird. I was at the mall, the Plaza Americanas, just this last week, and I had some time to kill. So I admit, I did a little shoe shopping and found great pair of shoes. You're not allowed to try them on in store. That is one of the safety protocols that has been in place here in Puerto Rico, is you are not allowed to try on shoes in the store. The sales girl assured me that I had 30 days to return or whatever the return policy is. And I literally asked her, if I try these on, if I buy them, go outside, try them on, and they don't fit, can I immediately return them? She said yes. So I walked out the door, tried them on, they fit perfectly, came back in, let her know. But there was nothing to stop me from going out away from everybody, trying on these sandals outside the store. It would have been more convenient to do it in the store. I'm not sure why that's a rule, but there are some really bizarre rules, like you can't try on shoes in the store, right? If somebody has a legitimate scientific reason, I would love to hear it. um, so uh, this is another big one that people keep asking me about. The ferries to Culebra and Vieques are running for emergency personnel and residents only. So if you go to the ticket counter and you try to buy a ticket on the ferry to either Culebra or Vieques, they will not sell you a ticket. The only way to get to Vieques or Culebra right now is on an airplane or private boat. So if you do have plans to go to one of the other islands, you're going to need to either check into flights, private charter, or next time. Yunque Forest, we've talked about this, the rainforest is open. They have that fancy new reservation system, which makes it so easy to just make your reservation per car, $2 per car to reserve for either the morning or the afternoon. And it's so simple and easy to do. The arriving travelers still require a travel declaration when you get to SJU in San Juan. You need to have your negative COVID-19 molecular test. This is the PCR nose swab test. And if you don't have negative test results with you that were taken within 36 hours of your landing in San Juan, you will be asked to quarantine. They are collecting contact tracing information and just passenger information anyway. The folks that don't have a negative test when they arrive and are asked to quarantine, they do receive an automated check-in every day. If you don't respond to the check-in, I think they call you and they try to track you down. But for the most part, they are, a lot of it's on the honor system to make sure that you stay safe, follow the guidelines, and don't get other people sick. But pretty much this is what we've been going through since July, at least as far as these restrictions are concerned. So there's not too much of an update. These restrictions could stay in place until November 13th and be done, or most likely they will be extended. Either way, I'll leave an update in the description below with the complete list of restrictions, as well as if the travel restrictions are extended beyond November 13th. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos from Jen There, Done That in Puerto Rico and beyond.